Hi guys, so today we're going to be working with JSON data. So over here I've got a customers.json file that I've created as a mockup for this example. So let's get started. So first I'll create a Python file and we're going to import the JSON module. Okay. So from there we're going to go down and create a variable named f. We're going to say open and the file name, which is JSON, customer JSON. So let's set it to read as well. And now we're going to go down and create another variable called data equals and JSON dot loads. And basically this is saying to load whatever we put in between this function as a JSON format for the variable data. So let's say open the file and read. So basically we're saying open this file over here in read mode and load the data into the data variable. So now let's print out what we've got so far. Okay. As you can see that this loads in the JSON format here. Now, the way we know it loads like that is if we just comment this out for a second, do read, and this will look different because it loads it in a file format, not the JSON format. So now let's go back and type in data, and we're going to do a square bracket, and we're going to open up the first group, which is customers. So just type in customers here. We'll run this again. Oh, sorry, we forgot to uncomment that. Now let's run it again. Okay. So now we've got all the customers that are inside this group here. So let's say we want to open up the first customer, Harry. So first off, we want to type 0, which is actually the first one. If we were to open up the second one, John, we would put 1 here instead because counting starts from 0 and then 1, 2, 3. So let's go back to 0. I'm going to run that. Okay, now we get all of Harry's data here. So if we wanted his email address specifically, we create another square bracket, type in email, and it should just print his email address that we've got loaded, which it does. So now you may ask, what if we want to print, let's say, the email address of every customer? So let's create a loop here. We're going to say for I in data customers. So basically what we've said is for every customer inside of customers. Now let's say print I and type in email. So now it prints every email address in the customers group. So first it will go along, grab this one, then the next one, the next one. It just looks for the the specific filter. So we're looking for emails in this example. So let's say we wanted to do something more like printing the customer's name. So we want to print I and first name. We'll print that. So Harry, John, Sarah, Luke. Now let's say we want to associate the customer ID here. So let's first turn this into a string, because it grabs it as an integer. And then we want to concatenate it and say, let's just say, is customer ID, put another space. And now we want to do the same thing, but we want to grab the customer ID. So let's type in string str, and we'll type in I, and now square brackets and customer ID. Now, there we go. It says Harry is customer ID 1, John is customer ID 2, and so forth. So that's the basics of opening a JSON file and reading it, and you can do a lot more with that. So another example that you could use this, and we'll go on this in another video, is using JSON files with an API, which is very useful, but we'll show that in another video. Thanks guys for watching.